no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Well, now what?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Okay, check.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Right.
There's a guy working on a loom. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has a knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears through my teachings.
Look at that.
I'm not sure if doing that will actually do anything, but...
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger? She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother.
She is. Easily. Just give me 1 second. Right. Well, I don't think there's anything to achieve here, so let's go here.
I'd better get back to the quest.
So, you know, I had a second to think. The only place that I could really see it doing anything for us is that church at Montfaucon. Because that statue still looked, you know, interesting to say the least. But suspicious. Definitely suspicious.
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Seriously. The first thing I click, and I get that. The fuck? This almost never happens to me in any kind of game. Never mind adventure games. What the hell?
I could see that what had at first seemed to be a fine engraved chasing on the scroll was actually writing. Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Sounds pretty familiar to me.
Not to me. But I'm just gonna keep clicking stuff until it starts repeating.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus.
What the hell are you doing? What?
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
Well, can't you put the lens in there or something? But you know, if we're gonna use it as a telescope, might as well put a lens in there.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
I can't believe my luck, seriously.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus.
Why do you keep saying that? It doesn't do anything.
Hey!
Whoa! Whoa! 3 lens elements need to be slid to the correct position within the circle, so that, when aligned, they create a clear image. Each lens element can be moved by moving the mouse pointer over to the number tab, and when a grasped hand appears. Clicking and holding the mouse button to slide it left or right. George will acknowledge the image once the lenses are correctly positioned. That's a really weird sentence to me somehow. But I just mean do this. It was just a guy stand up. You gotta do this a bit slow, I suppose. I think it. Now this should be something like this. And, you know, we'll get to the fine. Oh, cool. I see what they're doing here. That's cool.
The distortions came sharply in the look. It was a Knight Templar burning at the stake. And below him a date in Roman numerals. A Knight Templar burning at the stake. And a date. Let me see. MCCCXIV. That's 1314.
Cool. That is that's really cool. Okay. What if we just look there again?
Think of the long centuries that it kept its secret.
Yeah. Can we look there and
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. A Knight Templar burnt. Let me
repeating? Okay, because that's what I want to see then.
a statue of a knight. The Templars were demonstrating a pretty good grasp of physics. If the dissolution hadn't happened, we'd have had cold fusion power last century. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Still, that's gonna be helpful at some point. What was that interacting? Oh, I probably just hovered over the statue. Right. Let's talk to the priest. Just maybe he knows something about the date, or, you know.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Okay.
Do you speak Latin?
You ask this of a priest?
Okay. Can you tell me what per disciplinum meum lux videbus means?
Let me see. That would be, by my teachings, you will see the light. I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That still doesn't do anything for me, but, I don't know. I think I tried all the other stuff before on him. Maybe you can tell something about the chalice?
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
I think so. Yeah. I think I should, but what if he destroys it or something? Because that would be very bad. Yeah, that would be very bad indeed.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so does that just mean he's distracted now or something, or... Well, look around, so I guess I'm gonna...
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Okay, nothing new.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. To think of the long...
Yep.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
That's all repeating.
A stone knight. I wondered if this guy had...
All repeating. Right, has that been long enough for you? I hope so.
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Yet, you know, you are just going to stand there and not wonder about the familiarity and, you know, take a couple of steps and look at it yourself? No? Okay, I'll do it for you then.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
I don't know why that.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
No, it gave me the option, so I'm gonna click it, but I don't know why it did.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Oh god. A jumble of letters are carved onto the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for and highlight a number of biblical verse references, comprising of the name of a book, followed by the chapter and the verse, in Latin numerals. So, for example, Luke chapter 8, verse 2 would be as Luke 8 plus 2. You must find and highlight all the verse references. Highlight the full verse reference, and the letters will stay lit. Otherwise the letters will fade. George will read the verse reference once they're all highlighted. Okay. Oh, these are... Huh. Okay. Well... Just Psalms wouldn't be anything, right? Oh, this is tedious.
Psalms 22:21. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If I examined the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find.
Well, at least I did that right. So you basically, I'm basically just looking at the, I forgot the name of that symbol, but... God, I always forget that. But yeah, because basically after that we'll follow a year, so... In this case, that's a year again. I don't think that entire thing is a name, so... Except I don't know what should... You know, this is definitely something. Oh right, let's see Psalms here again, so...
Psalms 32:7. The numbers refer to a chapter and a verse in the Bible.
This Majorum sounds like it could be something. Actually, no, it couldn't. Iblis? Ribilis? Ribilis. I really don't know. Now, they wouldn't want you to go from there to there, so it could just be 9. I'm just gonna try this a couple of times. Iblis, perhaps? Illis? You know, I don't know. I don't know on that one. Corinthians? Corinthian-C? I don't know.
Corinthians 14:5.
But they just added an I there, just because it's Latin. Okay. This has to be Monday then? Actually, no. Because I would have to go over there. That wouldn't work. This is apparently is not all. Damn it! This is gonna get old quick. It has to be something here or here, I think. There's you know, there could be some hidden things just around or something. It is the kind of game that would do that.